Hello buddy, it's vanburman here, welcome back to another video, and today we're once again talking about the RTX 30 series. Now, if any of you, like me, were potentially trying to get one today, despite the fact that, from what I've seen from the reviews, it doesn't seem as big of a uptick from the 2080 Ti as I was led to believe, I guess. Maybe just purely in the RTX enabled games there is that uptick, but I was hoping we would see that more across the board. But anyway, that's just generalization. I'm not really here to talk about my own one, to be fair, my own feelings on the performance. You guys, I'm sure, will have looked at that and be able to make the decision for yourself. From all the marketing I personally was expecting 50 to 60%, and it looks more like 20 to 30. I know that there's variation between titles, but I was hoping for a more consistent uplift across the board. However, we're going to talk today about the 3080 series being literally sold out in 1 minute. So what happened? So bang on 2 o'clock British Standard Time, I refreshed the page and it was still notifying me. And then I got an email much later on, and my emails on my Gmail, for whatever reason, don't come through bang on. Sometimes they're a couple minutes afterwards. And I got an email at 15:13 my time, and probably clicked on it about 2 minutes later. It wouldn't have made a difference anyway. But by the time I clicked on it, it had gone from, it said notify me, to sold out. You know, not surprised. It's just one of them. Happens. As I was expecting. But the thing is, it happened across the board at all the retailers. So I did try to get myself a Zotac one, because I think that one looks the most conservative out of all of them. Some of them look a bit horrid in my opinion, but there you go. And I got that for this Saturday delivery, which obviously you have to pay extra for. And then by the time it all gone through, it was then telling me it was going to be delivered in December, to then, no, we can't even fulfill that. So, you know, it's not a problem. I mean, I would rather have an FE, but, you know, am I glad that I still have the 2080 Ti? Yes. Yes, I am. So, NVIDIA, this is off Reddit, by the way, but NVIDIA have released a statement with regards to the issue with the store. So I've seen a few memes around of it, being bang on release time. Oh, I can't wait to buy it. 1 minute afterwards, sold out. Or from notify me to sold out, which is pretty much happened to me as well. But the thing is, that time for the UK release was much different between when we were told and that time. I don't know. I presume it's just an absolute backlog of people trying to get onto the sites and stuff. So anyway, I'll just read this out to you. So this morning we saw an unprecedented demand for the GeForce RTX 3080 at global retailers, including the NVIDIA online store. At 6 a.m. Pacific, we attempted to push the NVIDIA store live. Despite preparation, the NVIDIA store was inundated with traffic and encountered an error. We were then able to resolve the issues and sales began registering normally. That could be the reason that there was the issue with the UK release, about why it came an hour and 13 minutes afterwards. To stop bots and scalpers on the NVIDIA store, we're doing everything humanly possible, including manually reviewing orders to get these cards in the hands of legitimate customers. Over 50 major global retailers had inventory at 6 a.m. Pacific. Our NVIDIA team partners are shipping more RTX 3080 cards every day to retailers. We apologise to our customers for this morning's experience. Which I'm hoping means that more will come up on the actual NVIDIA store. I guess, the retail partners, it's down to them to do their bit as well. But it's just, it's the same thing. It happens with... I've heard about it happening, with designer footwear, with the Yeezys and that sort of stuff. And, people are there with their scripts and their bots ready to buy. And unfortunately, it does mean that, especially with a big release like this, you're going to get quite a few people doing it, which is then potentially thousands of entries into the website to try and buy one. And it is a bit of a shame. We've seen it recently. I've seen it quite a bit recently with the PlayStation 5 as well. Any sort of new tech being released is always subject to this. But I think the fact that you can be a legitimate customer and be there for the release time and not able to get it, and then not able to get it is it's unacceptable, isn't it? I suppose. And I do feel for NVIDIA. I don't really know what they can do about it. I guess, and I hate to say it because I don't like it, but you have people register for pre-order and then you go through and sort of vet them before you give them before then giving them the opportunity to pre-order. I mean, if you looked at my account, you would, for example, with me, you would see I've downloaded the NVIDIA drivers. I've use this card, that card, another card on it, whatever. I've got my Google link to it or what have you. And you go, okay, that guy's a legitimate customer. We'll give him the ability to pre-order. But I suppose it's one of them, like you have to go for an interview now to be able to give a company your money. And I think the problem is that all the global shortages, and we could blame COVID, and I think COVID does play a big part, but if you're telling me that the amount of cards that could have been sold today would have been ready aside from COVID happening, I don't see it at all. But I do feel for a lot of people trying to buy one, it's just one of them. I mean, I think if you went out and did decide to quote unquote panic sell your 2080 Ti, well, you might be waiting another month and a half, 2 months. I mean, I think the earliest one I saw, just only for the Zotac one, was like delivery end of October on the couple of websites that I checked at the earliest. And it may well even be later than that now. So I think it's one of them where just the absolute shortage, number of factors from all over the shop has led to the situation that we're in now. I think also we will see the same with the 3070. I'm actually really interested to see the numbers for the 3070. And I think because I was expecting a bigger uptick from this is obviously all compared to the 2080 Ti, a bigger uptick in the 3080 than we've seen. I imagine that the 3070 is going to be pretty close when the independent numbers come out. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, but that's my thought process at the minute. Which, I think it will trade blows with each other. I think that the 2080 Ti will be better at some games than others, on the 3070. But that's one thing I'm interested for. Obviously, not the one I'm looking to buy myself, but yeah, just as intrigue, I suppose. And I think with the 3090, I think you probably obviously you got a better chance of getting one of them. Don't know whether the bots and scalpers, as they've put it, will be out in full force again for that. I'm not sure there's quite the widespread appeal for it at over double the cost, but I guess we will find out, and that's next week. So I'm sure that I will be paying close attention to that, see how that develops, and see if NVIDIA finds some way of, being able to control that release. I'm just not convinced that they will. And then I think the 3070 will be very much the same as this one, I would have thought, just because it's a good price for the performance that you do get, just anyway. And I imagine a lot of people will want to buy that one because it makes the most sense if you're coming from a 1080 Ti, I suppose, or a 980 Ti, or anything sort of lower than that in the stack. But yeah, let me know what you guys have seen, because that's what I've experienced today, and I'm still no closer to getting one because I cancelled my order because I'm not waiting for December for a 3080, and that's for certain. If that's the case, I'll keep my 2080 Ti. Like I said, I was expecting better performance increase myself. I was hoping for it as well because I want to upgrade, and I will upgrade, but yeah, maybe just not for a bit. So, right, guys, I'll leave it with you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. See you very soon. Bye for now.